All right, let's do a little bit of. There was just a little piece of news. Yahoo News is reporting the CDC was supposed to hold a phone press briefing at noon about COVID-19. It's been postponed without any explanation. This administration's so good at keeping everybody from panicking. Here is Friday night, Donald Trump saying that this whole thing, where I don't know, how many cases do we have now worldwide? 120,000 now? What did we have? 80,000, like when I said this maybe a week ago? Remember, we're 14 days behind. And, but according to Donald Trump, it's a hoax.
Now the Democrats are politicizing the coronavirus. You know that, right? Coronavirus. They're politicizing it. We did one of the great jobs. You say, how's President Trump doing? They go, oh, not good, not good. They have no clue. They don't have any clue. They can't even count their votes in Iowa. They can't even count. No, they can't. They can't count their votes. One of my people came up to me and said, Mr. President, they tried to beat you on Russia, Russia, Russia. That didn't work out too well. They couldn't do it. They tried the impeachment hoax. That was on a perfect conversation. They tried anything. They tried it over and over. They've been doing it since you got in. It's all turning. They lost. It's all turning. Think of it. Think of it. And this is their new hoax. But, you know, we did something that's been pretty amazing. We're 15 people in this massive country. And because of the fact that we went early, we could have had a lot more than that. We're doing great. Our country is doing so great.
Yeah. I mean, there's a couple of things. Obviously, like, it's hard to get people to take the steps that you need to take to sort of contain this when you call it a hoax. And the other thing is that they're making a bet. They're making a bet that because these things can blow over, right? Like, in fact, if you properly address it, hopefully it won't, get out of control and it goes away. That doesn't mean that you shouldn't properly address it, right? Like, if there's a 60% chance a massive hurricane is going to hit your beachfront community, you leave. And if it doesn't hit it, you haven't made a mistake by leaving. Still the smart thing to do.
Seems like he's completely given up on handling the coronavirus very well. Because he could have gone the other way. Like, I'm handling it great. Nobody handles it better than Donald Trump. But he's like, he doesn't even think that's an option. Well,
I think he's trying to get maximum political value out of it. Now, has it been politicized? I don't know what that means. Like, when you screw up in the way that they've screwed, where you need a whistleblower, where there's a whistleblower, there's a problem there. And the idea that, like, this is what politics is. How are we going to distribute our resources? How are we going to react to what is a threat to society? That's what politics is. Varying degrees of urgency, varying degrees of seriousness and whatnot. But that's what politics is. Redistributing the wealth that is generated by society to the benefit of society. Or, in some instances, preventing the redistribution of the benefits of society to all of society, right? Because that's what it is. When you make money, when you make a ton of money, that is the benefits of society. You could be the smartest, best business person in the world. You could be Michael Bloomberg. But if society hasn't been organized on the day that you were born, guess what? You don't become a billionaire. You don't become anything. You're just running around hoping not to get eaten by something or killed by something or destroyed by the elements. You get nothing. And anybody who thinks that that everybody gets exactly what they deserve based upon their merit is deluding themselves. It's absurd. Like, honestly, a child learns very early that that's not the case, right? But put that aside for a moment. Like, the fact of the matter is that he's taking a big bet. And the other thing I would observe from that is that he's feeling his oats. Like, he's just like, I'm on full comedy tour now. We got other clips that will bring that out, but it's pretty nuts to watch this.